every at bat, every pitch. But baseball IQ, whether it's base running, approach at the plate, depending upon the score, putting balls in play, moving runners. Can you talk when you're out looking at, especially the high school athletes, how important that is for them to really understand those dynamics that help them get recruited that they don't have stats for?
Yeah, it's so important because again, like in the recruiting process, especially with younger athletes, you're trying to find ways to separate yourself, but separate yourself in a positive way,
Right.
right? When we show up to a field, any coach, any evaluator, anything, our eyes are naturally drawn to the biggest, more physical guys. Well, that might be two guys on a team of 20, right? So now you're talking about 10% of the guys, our eyes are naturally drawn to them. Well, if I'm one of the other 18 guys on the team, which is 90% of the guys, I need to try to find a way to get my evaluator's eyes on me. Well, how do I do that? I can't be 6'2", I can't be 200. I just am what I am, right? And so being able to separate yourself when it comes to hustle, when it comes to understanding the game and being in the right place at the right time, communication, being into the game and being engaged and being locked in, all of those things that are within my control, that have nothing to do with how hard the ball comes out of a pitcher's hand or any of those things. Like, that's how you start to get evaluators' eyes on you, is that the little things, the small details, the things that separate players from being an average player to a good player or a good player to a great player, that are not physical, are the things that are so important. Hey man, like if I look at my notes at the end of a night and it's like, hey, this dude plays the game the right way. Yeah, that's a 4-4 on the turn. Yeah, man, like he's getting out of the box. He's putting pressure on. He's dirt ball read plus, like any little thing that I can write a plus next to, in the evaluation process that gets my eyes on you. That's not just a physical gift. If you're not addressing those things, if you're not investing in getting better at those things, then you're leaving opportunity on the table. And in the recruiting process, when there's so many kids and there's so much talent nationwide, you can't just count on the fact that you went 2 for 3 with two singles, as a 5'8" right-handed hitter to be the only separator, because there's so many aspects of the game that matter to winning baseball. And the more that you can master those things or display those things, the more pluses you have in the column on the evaluation sheet, which means that I or evaluators are more likely to round back to that, and think, man, that guy, he might be a little undersized right now, but he sure plays the game the right way. He sure does it right. He sure is going to help his team win baseball games, or bring me back to, hey, I want to see that guy a little bit more. I need to see him 2 or 3 more times this weekend, opposed to like, yeah, they didn't have anybody. Let's move on to the next club. Those things really make a big difference.